Hello everyone, welcome back to more Magic. It's a new day. We have some new dailies, which sure, whatever. I was thinking it would be kind of fun to try a traditional draft and see like if how having a sideboard impacts the experience. But I think I'm actually not going to do that because it's not like okay, you play at least 6 games, which is cool because you're playing best of 3 matches. But it's 3 matches regardless of record, and you have to get three. You have to win all 3 of them to do better than making your money back, right? If you care about the packs, then sure, like this is probably a good value. But I don't. Um, and so going like above average, you still only get 2/3 of your gems back. And we've been burning through a fair chunk of gems recently by playing when there's no dailies. So I don't know. I'll just keep going on quick draft. It's fine. I'm mastering the format. Hopefully, right? 3 5-win drafts in a row. Let's try to like get another. I don't know. Ooh, what is this? A trample haste 4/3 for 3 mana. Ah, I see. So the downside is that if you actually play it on 3 instead of for like 5, you have to put it back in your hand at the end of your turn. Okay, I mean, it seems like good as like a late game finisher and totally playable if you like just want to get in some damage. This is also great with landfall, with like aggro stuff. And then, like, none of the other stuff is really... Well, I don't know. We have 3 of the big landfall activators here, right? The Scythe Cat and the Felidar. Felidar? I know it's like, it comes from Felid, so it should be Felid, but, like, that's not how I'd pronounce this word if I didn't know where it came from. F-E-L... Like, I don't know. Felicity versus Felix? I guess it could be either. But for some reason the word looks like Felidar to me, except that I know it comes from Felid, so it's probably Felid. I don't know. So we could go white. Pick up this little dude. I mean, this is the rare in the pack, and you should expect it to be good, I think. And it is like good, I think. Maybe it could be a good, like, honestly, finisher for a red white aggro kind of thing, right? Where you play a 1-drop, you play a 2-drop, and meanwhile you're pummeling the hell out of them, hopefully, and you just play this once or twice to get in 4 or 8 damage or something. But a 4/3 is kind of vulnerable to being blocked by a 3/2, so I don't really think it's that great. Whereas this is just like generally good, I think. Well, by itself, it's awful. But with any creatures, it's pretty good. I've seen a lot of people playing this as well. As kind of like a 2-mana 3/2 at worst, often even better if you have any party synergies. I don't think I would draft it ahead of the other stuff here. I'm kind of surprised. I don't know. I feel like I see people play Felidar a lot more often than they play this. I guess this is uncommon. There's your answer. But is this actually better? I don't know. The first pick is always so hard. Like, I don't know. What deck? What is this actually good in? I guess it's great if you get one of those, like, a coward enabler so that this warrior can't be blocked, for example. It's a charger with, or a haste, I guess, sorry. This isn't Hearthstone. With 4 damage for just 3 mana. And there's other warrior synergies in red and white. I think we just go with this, though. It fits in more deck archetypes, and I'm not even sure how good this one is in the deck archetypes it fits in. Plus, it's 2 red, which could be tough to manage sometimes. Hey, this is the card I was thinking of that other guy had that absolutely ruined my life when he had Relic Vial. It's just like, it can relatively easily give you 1/1s forever. This seems quite good. Especially with the landfall to make them stronger. Yeah. I mean, Veteran Adventurer, we had that before, it was fine. Even good in some situations. Molten Blast, kind of a small removal that's flexible. Not really that exciting. I mean, I'm not excited about picking up a Cleric because I've played Clerics so many damn times in this format. Oh, here's a party counterspell. That's interesting. A non-creature spell. There's Base Camp, which honestly is probably fine. None of this is that good. Maybe Living Tempest, but probably not. Oh, what's this Fissure Wizard? It's totally actually fine. But I don't really want to commit to red just for that. Nor to blue for this. I think a Base Camp keeps my options pleasantly open. More landfall? I think so. There's also, Mind Drain, which is like a way to gain life. But it's not that important. I think landfall is more important than getting a wizard, which who knows if we're going to be doing party stuff or not. Okay, not very exciting reason to go to green. What is this? 2 basic lands and put them on the battlefield tapped. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's an 8 mana spell, all right. I mean, okay, so what is it? It's ramp for 4 mana or a finisher for 8. Not exactly a finisher, but if you assume you have a few creatures, which we hope to from our healer here, it could be devastating. But we would be committing to green for that, and I don't really think there's a good reason to do that. Into the Royal. Return, yeah, so it's just a little bounce. Honestly, I think Seagate Banneret is pretty good. It's a warrior, it's white. It makes tokens better. I think I'll take it over another one of these guys. I really don't want to play this stupid rogue again. Angel Heart Protector. Okay, that's a cleric. We could go Adventure Awaits. Sizzling Barrage, probably not worth like going into red for. I want like a real card to make me pick another color. Adventure Awaits is pretty powerful sometimes. But this is just like, I need some more clerics to make this guy good. Okay. I mean, that's some draw for sure. But what about some landfall instead? It's not a party card. It makes base camp worse, but like, I don't know. I'm not really committed to party, and I have some of everything. What am I even saying when I say some of everything? I don't know. So I think it's to Skyclave, Plunder, or Spitfire. I don't think I really want another Angel Heart Protector, but maybe I do. But this Spitfire kind of collaborates with my landfall stuff and gives me a reason to take more landfall things. Blue, I guess, would be committing to more party stuff, but base camp kind of sucks so far, so that's not very exciting. And this is just like another cleric to work with this. I don't know, I think I'll take the Spitfire. If we end up cutting base camp, whatever. Landfall is more exciting anyway. Ooh. I mean, it's not actually that good. But you could like play it on a 2-attack creature, like, I don't know, this, let's say, and then buff it twice with this landfall and this activator. Kind of a thought. 4 damage that can't be blocked. Yeah, and it's a rogue, so why not? Oh yeah, here's this totally good red wizard. Not in love with any of this. This is like small removal and also artifact removal. It's like, it's flexible. I might play it. It's artifact or enchantment? No, just artifact. Okay. There aren't that many enchantments I felt a need to destroy, though, so I don't think Disenchant is that amazing. Concerted Defense is still here. I could pick it if I wanted to go multi or 3-color, but I don't think I do. And if we were, this like synergizes with green, not with blue. This whole landfall thing. So I think the Sentinel? Do I have a way to put counters on anything else? I don't, right? There was something I considered drafting that had counters, but I didn't take it. I'll take another Spitfire. And I guess another one of these. Okay, I have a green option. Archon of Emeria. 3 mana, 2/3 flyer. Each player can't cast more than one spell each turn. Non-basic lands your opponents control enter tapped. Almost every non-basic land in this format enters tapped anyway, doesn't it? I'm not sure how exciting that is. Rockslide Sorcerer. Instant sorcery or wizard. We don't have very many of those. This is very much a red-blue card. We do have a wizard. That's about it, though. Oh, no. I mean, could we splash black for this? I have a little bit of life gain. And giving being able to give something lifelink is, well, I don't have a reliable source of clerics, is the problem. I don't think this is that exciting. What is this? 4 mana 4/3 or 6 mana 4/3 haste? It's a thing, sure. I mean, a 3 mana 2/3 flyer is kind of good, I think. Yeah. Sure. Thundering Rebuke. Okay, here's some solid removal. Very efficient, I think, for 2 mana. Nahiri's Blessing. That's also removal. Slightly more difficult to cast, but better. Right? 4 damage is worse than like just removing it from the game. But there are some things that like have non-activated, that have like triggered abilities that are still a problem, and they still count as being part of the party. So this does some things that does not happen from Nahiri's Blessing. Practice Tactics. I don't think we have enough. In fact, I think in the deck as it is now, I would probably be removing Base Camp and just putting in another land. Basic land. I don't have enough trouble getting my colors going, and I don't have enough party spells that this would be good. Why was I talking about cutting that? I'm already forgetting. Oh, there's Pyroclastic Hellion. It's a nice landfall thing, but oh, whew, and Cleansing Wildfire. This is going to be probably still a good pack when we get it back. Right, I'll take 1 red card and then later I'll take another. I think this is the one to prioritize since it's good removal. These are both exciting as landfall activators, but I think removal is a more important priority. Also, a 2 mana spell is cool. That's a nice instant. Works together with like the aggro idea, although I don't know if that's really what we are. We have a bunch of 3s and 4s. Shepherd of Heroes. I mean, it's a flyer. It's like, I don't know. It doesn't play into an aggressive game plan, but do we really have an aggressive game plan? Just having a flyer eventually and some life gain. I don't know. It seems cool. And it's a cleric, so sure. All right, this is some removal that trades a creature for another creature in exchange for a spell. Ah, I want the Relic Vial, not the Relic Amulet, you jerk. I mean, I have a couple wizards. No, I have a wizard and a lizard. And like no instants and 1 sorcery. So not very exciting. It's a 2 mana trample with party synergy. I mean, I do literally have, I forgot, I can look here. I have like 1 of everything plus a bunch of clerics, rogue, warrior, wizard, and like 3 clerics. So I'm not that good at party stuff. I think Kazul's Fury is just better. It's like, I can get some creatures that like can't do anything eventually, like this guy maybe, or this. And being able to remove an enemy threat is cool. Just put it over here though, so I remember it's a land. I don't think I want to deviate from just red-white. I mean, okay, that's a pretty cool blue card. But I don't have a solid enough color, like, I don't know. The mana base is not really there for this, I feel like. You know, I have Base Camp, But playing base camp is not really a good idea, I don't think, given the rest of my deck. And so I would just have a lot of trouble actually playing my cards. Molten Blast, do I already have one of those? I do. I could take this 2-1 that's also a 2-3. It's just not very good. What if I just took this and sideboard it? So that if I get any compelling blue stuff, I can play it. I think that's the wrong idea, but it's like a thought, right? Because it's so good. I don't know. I don't even have any other rogues. What am I even thinking? I have one. That's a dumb cut. Don't take that. I think I'll just sideboard another Molten Blast. Thrilled to take another one of these guys. Dauntless Unity. Now that does appeal. Creatures you control have haste. That's very red. But no, I mean, I think just like trying to make my creatures do more stuff. Maybe have a finisher of some kind. I don't know. I'm thinking of myself as like a red-white aggro deck because I'm red and white, but I haven't done the aggro part very well. This sucks. Yeah, no reason to switch into blue now. Colors, I'm pretty even. Tap target creature an opponent controls. I mean, that could be an activator for... Like, it could be more landfall payoff if we're trying to, like, smork them down. But I think just a 4-mana 3/3 might be better. I don't know. I already have a bunch of 4s and no 5s. This is a 6. And a warrior. Okay, fine. We have way too many cards. I'm going to have to cut some of this. I don't know what. I think Cleansing Wildfire is actually good. I have enough landfall stuff, right? I have like 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's enough to take Cleansing Wildfire. A flyer thing? Sure. Okay. Sure. This all sucks. That's what the sideboard is for. It's a good card, but not good enough to go black. Skyclave Geopede. I've literally never seen this card. Have I? I don't know. I don't remember seeing it. Anyway, it's a 3-mana trample with landfall synergy, which is kind of cool. Soaring Thought Thief is a very good card in Constructed. It's just like a... Well, okay, also, it was what ended our last run, wasn't it? The guy, like, drew a bunch of cards and pulled this out on the last turn, letting him kill us before we killed him. It is a good card in blue-black rogues. Royal Eruption is okay. It's like pretty good removal, I think. It's alright removal. Like, we took a 2-mana deal 4. This is a 2-mana deal 3 that you can kick to deal 5 if you have a ton of leftover mana. And also it can go face. It doesn't have to hit a creature. So it's slightly more flexible, but I think not all that great. It's like, okay. But like, do we want this? It's landfall and it has trample. Like, this is like a 3-mana 5/3 a lot of the time with trample. How can we not take this? All right, exile a top card. Yeah, so this is a rogue that likes to hit the enemy. And it's a worse version of drawing a card. Another base camp? How are we doing now on... We have 3 clerics. A rogue, 2 warriors, and 2 wizards. I mean, that's 8. But I still don't think we need 1 base camp, let alone 2. I'd rather just have, like, enough red and white. I think base camp is really for, like, decks with 3 or more colors. Practiced tactics. Yeah, let's actually just cut this now. Synchronized spellcraft. Probably not really that great. I mean, I don't know, it's 5 mana deal 4, but this is 2 mana deal 4, right? The extra face damage to the opponent is definitely worth something, but I don't think it's worth 3 mana. And so it's really like, do I want, which of these do I need? I have 2 instants and 2 sorceries. What exactly are they? I have a Thundering Rebuke, Cleansing Wildfire, Dauntless Unity, and sorcery somewhere over here, right? No? Oh, this, I see. Some more removal there. This is really good if you can actually activate it, but it actually kind of anti-synergizes with landfall in a way. Because you want to play your lands before attacking when you have all this landfall stuff that gives you benefits for attack in combat. And this, if you play a land and then you like reveal a land on top of your deck, it's like, oh, you don't even get to play it. It does mean you don't have to see it next turn, which is great. But it's like less good than if you didn't have landfall, because then you could afford to wait to play your land until after combat, and then maybe not have to play it. So I think Thundering Rebuke is just better. It's very solid removal. Green white, huh? Oof, that's a powerful landfall enabler. Surely not. Surely we don't splash green for this 1 card, do we? I have Adventure Awaits in my sideboard. Surely not. But it's like a landfall activation every turn. And it also lets you ramp. Oh, man. Well, it's a landfall activation every turn if you were out of lands in your hand. If you have a land in your hand, it doesn't really do much for you. Unless you have 2 in your hand, and then it lets you play them both. But it's always fine. Like, one of these 2 abilities you'll want to play pretty much all the time. I just don't know that it's really right to put green in. For such a small, like, for 1 card. We would risk getting color screwed on our, like, real cards. So I think we take either the Seagate Banneret for another 1-drop, or we take another Spitfire. I think I want the Spitfire. Like, just give me more landfall stuff. Right? Yeah. Another Geopede? That's like a million times better than everything else, right? Well, I mean, there's this. It grows much more slowly, though. Like, this is all about having a super long game and eventually getting a big creature that your opponent can't cope with. Whereas this is like, even if you block it, it does some damage to you, right? This is a much more aggressive card. Because it can do 5 damage, like, right away. And the opponent can usually block it, but you killed one of their sizable creatures, and you got some damage through. Skyclave Cleric? Oh man, another Spitfire. I think we already have too many cards. I should start looking at what I'm cutting now, because this is the point where I'm like, you know, if I have a bunch of cards that are all better than like Spitfire, I should take a land. Like Scorch Rider does not really fit, I think. It's a warrior, which is cool. I honestly, like, I don't like this very much, but I can just play it instead of a mountain. And most of the time, it'll be a slightly worse mountain, but sometimes it'll be removal, and that'll be lovely. And it means that I get to play more actually good cards, right? I want to treat this as basically a mountain, not as basically a spell. And most of the time, I'll just play it as a mountain and be sad about it. I don't know. Maybe I should just play a real mountain. But like, I don't know. Are there gonna be times when I'm happy to trade something that way? Like, I might get 2/2s if I have my Canyon Jerboa and my Attended Healer tokens. This might just be a way to sack one of those to do 2 damage to something important somehow. Or you hit them in the face with the Geopede once before they get a chance to block it, and then you throw it at them. Do another 5. Could be. He has so much landfall synergy. I really wish I could get some more like landfall enablers, not just this one cleansing wildfire. I mean, I don't have that many clerics, do I? I have 3? So in order for this guy to actually, where is he? To actually give lifelink to somebody else, you have to have 2 clerics on board. And it's really going to be like probably this one, right? And where's my life gain? It's here. This lifelink. And that's it. Huh. So maybe this is actually pretty important as either a land or a creature, because it's lifelink and a cleric, which could give me more 1/1s. I think this is better than a Spitfire. Yeah, but you go over here. More Felidars are like something, I guess. Sure. Another one of these is totally fine. Three wizards, a rogue and a warrior, and 4 clerics. That's starting to get to the point where we could play base camp. And we could play 2 of them. I think. I don't know. Is that insane? Like, it is, right? I'll just have enough red and whites. Why do I want a base camp? I think it's worse than a mountain. It's like a mountain that enters tapped. Like, why would you do that? It helps you if your starting hand is like 3 planes, and you could like instead have 2 planes in a base camp. But yeah, I mean, like, that's not really that much more likely than the issue of needing an extra mana now rather than next turn. So I think these all suck. Let's sideboard this. I mean, giving these Felidars flying makes them a lot better. I think I probably do want to play this, actually. I have a lot of creatures that can grow large and that might be sad about attacking into enemy large creatures. Another base camp, amazing. Thank you so much for this. I don't think I want practice tactics. I have enough removal. Well, okay, let's sideboard the base camp then. I don't know, it all sucks. I have enough removal, and that one doesn't fit so well in the deck anyway. Oh my god, look how fast I'm getting, guys. We're going to be done in like 35 and a bit minutes. I thought we were about to be done, but I actually have a choice here. Another Spitfire? I guess I still have to cut cards. This Goblin Warrior, I mean, it's a 2-drop. I don't own any of those right now. But I think during the cutting, this is what I would cut. Let's start cutting now, because I'm thinking both of these are probably lands, but maybe I just count one of them as a land. And so I want to play 16 lands instead of 17. I don't know. Maybe I actually like lands are pretty good in this deck because I have so many landfall payoffs that maybe it's fine to play fewer spells and more lands. Seems a little weird. Honestly, this whole cleric thing is just not working out. I don't know, it might be okay. But like, if I cut it, look how much other stuff I have room for. Is what I'm thinking. Like, this cleric's fine. It's a flyer. It's a 3/4. It's expensive, but that's fine. It can be my top end. But like, this cleric really needs a lot of clerics, and I don't have that. Or a lot of life gain, which I also don't have. I have this. I have my attended healer. I have one more cleric that I could give lifelink to. And then I have this guy, which I'm expecting to play as a land pretty often. So I really have very few lifelink or life gain targets. Suppose I cut this and this. Now I'm down to 23. And I'm treating one of these as a land, so I'm really at like 22. And that's like just pick one more card, right? And where we have the right number. Wait. Oh, I already had a Kite Sail sideboarded. I would take another. Wait, what? Yeah. That's a real way to push some more damage with these dudes. And honestly, like, is this even good if I don't know, it's probably fine. I have to cut like one card after I take this Spitfire, which I will take. Yeah, so we're mostly red and some white. And I have to find one cut. This 3 mana 2/3 flyer, like, it's fine. Especially with my Jerboa. Yerboa? Yerboa? Dauntless Unity? I'm not going to actually have that many creatures. I could cut Dauntless Unity. And I already have the Seagate Banneret. Although being able to activate it and this rogue is a little bit difficult. I think I have, yeah. I think I just won't have that many creatures most of the time that I want to run Dauntless Unity. Anything else up in here that I'm missing that I should be playing but I'm not? I mean, we got a lot of Molten Blasts. Is that better than any of the stuff I'm running? Like, not really. Yeah. Okay. Let's just play this. Alright, we did it in just 40 minutes. Incredible. Oh, am I playing a mouse deck? Is that what this is? I don't know. What is this deck about? I would say it's more about... it's some landfall. You could say Cleansing Wildfire, but I think that's kind of a stretch. Let's say it's about Spitfire. This is a red deck, not a white deck, so we want our red landfall enabler to be the mascot. Okay, I remembered to unmute. So we got that going for us. Let's see if this deck is any good. I don't think I don't think it particularly is. I would not be surprised if this does worse than 3 wins. Glad I have dual lands. Right now, it's looking to me like Plains into Banneret, and then this into nothing. Conceivably, I could start with this, and then Plains, and then play a 1, and then, I don't know, that just doesn't seem very good. And this way, there's some chance I get to play this as removal eventually if I draw enough lands in the short term. Red black. What is that deck about? It's called Rakdos, right? But I can't remember what, like... Yeah, okay, great. Perfect. We didn't draw anything to play this turn, so I don't mind this being a bad mountain. What does Rakdos do in this format? Or in this set? I don't know. I think I would... I mean... I could Royal this, right? Or Rebuke it. Oh, I can actually play this and Rebuke it? That's insane. God, what a card, huh? A 1/2 trample. Oh, I take it back. It's a 3/2 trample. Well, do we play our flyer then? I want to get landfall stuff going, right? Yeah, this way next turn I can play the other landfall and activate them both with my mountain. I don't think I swing with this. I want it available to block. I think? Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I go in for some damage. If he attacks me, I don't really mind. And if he blocks here, I also don't mind. Oh no! It's got haste now! No blocks. You can hit me for 4 all you want. Ooh, that's a card. And it has haste. Oh, I was dying for this land. I was like, please give me a land. Ooh, juicy. But we can't swing with anything, sadly. That's fine, though. I have a flyer coming. Although, he has this reach thing? Sure. That'll help you. Although, at the moment, I don't have any lands. So, there's that. Oh, gotcha. I have a land. What do I do? Swing with just this? It's a 6/7. So it can actually kill both of these. That seems pretty good. He has to block. Cool. All right, a good start. And we discovered a new color, red. Amazing. I think we actually were pretty aggressive this game. I don't know. We were more mid-rangey, right? We weren't like super spilling our cards right out all over the table aggressive. I guess I should actually re-roll that daily that says play black or green cards. Yeah, whatever. Let's do that now. Right before we end the video. Just to see what exciting thing we get. Incredible. Blue or red? I have red. Okay, so we are going to take a break here and get back to you next episode with the rest of the draft. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.